Have you ever found yourself stuck in a moment from your past, replaying it like a broken record in your mind, wishing you had done things differently, said something else, or made another choice? Today, we're going to talk about something that so many of us silently struggle with: the inability to let go of the past and the emotional weight that keeps us from fully living in the present. This is not just about regret. It's about the way our mind can hold on to past experiences, both good and bad, and use them as the lens through which we view our lives today. Maybe it's a mistake that changed your life, a broken relationship you never healed from, a missed opportunity, or even a painful memory that continues to shape your self-worth. Whatever it is, if you're watching this, there's a good chance you're tired of letting your past define your present. So let's explore how to stop dwelling on the past, not by pretending it never happened, but by truly understanding it, making peace with it, and freeing ourselves from its grip so we can live more fully now and in the future. To begin with, it's important to understand why we dwell on the past in the first place. Our minds are naturally wired to revisit events, especially those that caused emotional pain or discomfort. This is part of how we try to make sense of our experiences, protect ourselves from future pain, and sometimes even find closure. However, the line between healthy reflection and unhealthy rumination is thin. Reflection is about learning. Rumination is about reliving. When we dwell, we replay events over and over again, often feeling the same emotions repeatedly without gaining any new insights. This emotional loop can become a habit, and like any habit, the more we do it, the more it becomes a part of how we think and feel. Over time, it becomes a trap. Many people dwell on the past because they believe they're being responsible or reflective. They think that if they keep thinking about what happened, they will eventually find a way to fix it, or at least make sense of it. But the truth is, the past cannot be fixed, only understood. And understanding doesn't come from obsessing over every detail. It comes from accepting what is, learning what we can, and then choosing to move forward. Let's take the example of someone who made a poor decision in a past relationship. They may keep revisiting that choice, thinking, if only I hadn't said that, or if only I had left sooner. But those thoughts don't change the outcome. What they often do instead is create feelings of shame, guilt, and self-doubt, which prevent healing and growth. It's not the memory that hurts the most. It's the way we interpret it and the story we continue to tell ourselves about it. To stop dwelling on the past, we need to learn to challenge those stories. Ask yourself, is the way I'm thinking about this helping me grow, or is it just making me feel worse? Often, the stories we tell ourselves about the past are exaggerated, one-sided, or incomplete. We tend to focus on our failures while ignoring our efforts. We magnify our mistakes and minimize our strengths. But growth comes from balance, from seeing things as they truly were, not through a lens of blame or self-punishment. Reframing the past is not about denying what happened. It's about expanding our understanding of it. Maybe you weren't weak. Maybe you were scared. Maybe you didn't fail. Maybe you were learning. Maybe it wasn't your fault. Maybe it was just life unfolding in a way you didn't expect. When we change the meaning we assign to past events, we change how they affect us in the present. Another powerful step toward letting go is practicing self-forgiveness. So many of us are kinder to others than we are to ourselves. We forgive friends, partners, even strangers, but we hold ourselves to impossible standards. We think that by being hard on ourselves, We're being accountable. But there's a big difference between accountability and self-judgment. True accountability leads to change. Self-judgment leads to shame. And shame keeps us stuck. Forgiveness means acknowledging that you are human, that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time, and that you have the power to grow beyond your past. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior. It means allowing yourself the space to heal, to change, and to no longer let one moment in your past control the rest of your life. Letting go also involves learning to live in the present moment. The more time we spend in the past, the less we are truly living now. Mindfulness, the simple practice of paying attention to the present without judgment, is a powerful tool for breaking the cycle of rumination. When a painful memory comes up, instead of diving into it, try grounding yourself in the now. Notice your surroundings. Feel your breath. Engage in an activity that brings you joy. Mindfulness doesn't erase the past, but it creates distance from it. It helps you see your thoughts as just that, thoughts, not facts, not destiny, not definitions of who you are. This space gives you the freedom to choose a different response. Over time, it becomes easier to recognize when you're slipping into the past and gently bring yourself back to the present. In addition to mindfulness, having a sense of purpose can help shift your focus from what's behind you to what's ahead. Purpose gives you something to move toward. It reminds you that you are not defined by what has happened, but by what you choose to do next. Start small. Set goals that excite you. Find something that makes you feel alive, a project, a cause, a creative outlet. When you are deeply engaged in the present, the past loses its power. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of your history, but as the creator of your future. And don't underestimate the power of talking about it. Often, what keeps us stuck is the silence. We carry pain alone, thinking no one else will understand. But the truth is, many people have experienced similar feelings. Sharing your story with someone you trust can bring clarity, relief, and connection. It helps you realize you are not alone, and that your past does not make you broken, it makes you human. Whether it's a friend, a therapist, or a support group, speaking your truth can be the beginning of letting it go. We must also address perfectionism. Many people dwell on the past because they expect perfection from themselves. They believe that if they had just been better, smarter, faster, kinder, things would have turned out differently. But perfection is an illusion. Life is messy. People are complex. Outcomes are unpredictable. You are not meant to be perfect. You are meant to learn, grow, and evolve. Every mistake has something to teach you. Every painful moment has the potential to build your resilience. When you accept that you are a work in progress, you no longer fear imperfection. You embrace it as part of your journey. Letting go of the past is not a one-time decision. It's a practice. Some days it will feel easy. Other days it will feel impossible. That's normal. Be patient with yourself. Healing takes time. Trust that with each step, no matter how small, you are creating a new path for yourself. And if you fall back into old patterns, don't judge yourself. Just begin again. The road to peace is not a straight line. It's a winding journey with ups and downs, but every moment of awareness is progress. So today, I want you to remember this. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the pain others caused you. You are not the opportunity you missed or the words you regret. You are here, now, breathing, trying. And that matters. You have the right to grow, to heal, to change. You have the power to create a life that feels meaningful and free. It begins with letting go. Not with force, but with love. Not with denial, but with understanding. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this message spoke to you, I hope it gives you the courage to start releasing what no longer serves you. The past is over. The future is open. And your life is waiting to be lived fully, freely, and without the weight of yesterday.